Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Dabnica in Farming Simulator 19. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, so I may be, not even maybe, I am sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but this is Dabnica. So, over in the mod hub, it says that this map has two farms, a small one with horses, a medium one with cows. You can buy animals, 4 selling stations. There's a selling point for milk, bales, wood, shavings, cotton. There's buyable lime, manure, and fertilizer, vehicular traffic, pedestrian traffic, multi-terrain added. The map lighting has been changed, and there's new crops such as lucerne, clover, onion, carrot, rye, and triticale. Open gates on the mouse button, so that's to me the left click on the mouse button to open certain gates. New crop textures, new windrow textures, new ground textures, new tree textures. There's a VGA, a water drawing point. Seasons mask is added. There are 130 fields. It is Maze Plus, Maze Plus and Maze Plus Forward extensions added. It says attention, if you have an earlier version of the map, you have to create a new save. This is by OalePadaka. This is 416.88 megabytes, and it is for PC and Mac players only. I am doing this map tour fairly late. It is December 29th when I'm recording this. This map came out on the 22nd. So, I'm going to turn down my volume on my computer because it's very loud on here right now. There we go. So, okay. So we are in here on new farmer mode. So first off, we'll go into the menu here. I'm going to go over here. Nope. Here we go. We'll turn that off. When I want to turn that down. Well, there are contracts on the fields. You start off at $100,000 in new farmer mode, no starting loan, several pieces of equipment. There's several selling points here. And then on the map, this is where we start off in new farmer mode. It's a fairly large map, but very cool. I like the layout and the look of it. And again, you have alfalfa or lucerne as an added crop. And then if we go to fruit types 2, you have rye, triticale, carrot, onions, and clover. So we'll try to take a look at some of those crops as we go around if we notice them. But my main concern is to obviously look around the map and get familiarized with that. So, new farm mode, it does not look like you start with any land, though I will say that's $133 to buy all the extra stuff, which is kind of nice. But I will say it kind of points you to buy this chunk of land here. That's $127. So you don't have any land, so you might have to start off with a loan right off the bat. And then land prices varying, but fairly reasonable. It looks like, I'm not sure if you could farm this if you bought that or not, but a lot of sell points clustered in certain places, so maybe a little bit difficult to read certain aspects of it. Looks like we have a sheep pasture down here, so you can buy that section for $82,764. Water fill trigger there. BGA's up here. The BGA can be bought for $161,000, which is not bad. Also has the fertilizer station up there. Sawmill out here, a little bit of forestry out in the meadows there. Moving around, we have a farmhouse there, farm silo there, and we also have the manure station there. Cow pen on this chunk of land. I'm assuming it's this one right here, which would be that 127 one to buy. We also have horses over here, which it mentioned that. And is that a second farm silo? Yeah, a second farm silo. And that chunk of land is $69,000 to buy. I believe that's all the different chunks of land and whatnot. Farm silo there, so that could also be bought, turned into a farm. It's only $63,000. So that might be a good spot to start if you're trying to avoid loans and whatnot. Lime station there. I think that's for the most part what I need to point out before we get going. We'll walk around and take a look at all this stuff here in a second. But first, we're going to hop into the store. And we're going to go into the garage first, take a look at our starting equipment. So we start off with a Massey Ferguson 5610, a New Holland T5 100, a Fendt Fabric 511C, and a Valtra A104 as far as tractors go. We also have the New Holland TX32 harvester. We have a couple of grain trailers here. A header for the harvester, a plow, and a cultivator, as well as a seeder. This is not a direct drill. Notice it does do some of those additional crop types, which we're going to talk about that in just a second, actually. You do have a weight in here. You have a sheep pasture, horse, paddock, and these do say modded, and doghouse also says modded, but those are not for sale in the store. They're just so you can clear them out. You can't repurchase them, so just be aware of that. The silo might be in the store, but I'll show you that in a second here. But we have a couple of grain silos, all the ones that we have available. Sheds and various things, and our two farmhouses are these little guys right here. So if we do go to the store and take a look under farmhouses, that's that. You don't even have the base game one. Under sheds, you do have these two extra options down here. Again, there's nothing under animal pens. If I go all the way down there, no, nothing modded. Under silos, we do have a few options in here. So grain silo, grain silo. Those are both multi-fruits, which the base game ones are not. So those ones might be kind of nice to use. Yeah, those will both take at least, sorry, onions and carrots. They're not a true multi-fruit. And then these ones will also take the modded crops in the game as well. So nice to have those in there. It's kind of important. If we hop out of here, actually, we'll go back into the store in just a second, but I do want to change something. We're going to add in some money for us to have. And I am going to bump up the time to just a little bit lighter out. Much better. I feel like a lot of these maps start me in bus stops now, which is it's fine. It's funny that a lot of them do that. But anyhow, I digress. We're going to go look at a couple things in here. There's some modded pieces of equipment. So as far as those new crop types go, if we go into here, this will plant, looks like all of them, honestly. Lucerne. Yeah, that looks like that'll plant all of the different crop types. These guys will here, the cedars will. The planters will do the carrots as well. So they'll add the carrots on there so you can plant carrots with those. If we go to potato technology, these planters are still doing potatoes, but if we come down a little bit further here, we have a carrot harvester, an onion harvester, a carrot top remover, and an onion top remover. I think there's something, nope, nothing in beets, sorry, that's my bad. But if we go to the headers here as well, this is how you're going to harvest triticale and rye. Obviously, lucerne is going to be mowed because that's alfalfa essentially. There's nothing new added to corn headers here. But if we do go over to these pieces of equipment in here, we do have a modded onion harvester and a modded carrot harvester. I don't believe there's anything under. Nope, there's not. So those are the only modded items in there. But that's how you kind of work through those other crop types. Onions and carrots are very, very similar to like potatoes or sugar beets, since they are a root crop. And then triticale and rye are very similar to just, let me go over here. Yeah, so alfalfa is just like grass. Rye and triticale are just like wheat or barley or some other grain. Carrots and onions are just like potatoes or sugar beets, and clover is just like the grass as well. So yeah, there we have that. Let me give us a little bit more oomph here. So we are going to take a look around here. We're actually going to we'll go up this way first. So our starting farm, well, kind of starting farm, is going to be just right here, but we can click the left click to get the gate to open up. We'll work our way in here. You can see the sleep trigger point there, so you can move those around, do whatever you need to do. We do have a dog house here, so we can play with the dog if we want to, or whatever we want to. Not sure where the dog is at. Oh, there he is. Stuck in the wall there. But anyhow, this is maybe a little bit too much. Let's go down a little bit there. So that's a lot better. So if we open up this, got some of our equipment in here. The side will open as well. Again, you got a little storage shack there. We move down here. We have a farm silo here. And then we have... Open. There we go. We have more storage through here. That's a drive-through shelter. And so is this one here. Back here. More storage space. I'm assuming our New Holland's going to be in there since the header's out here for it. And these are also drive-through shelters. So you have a fair amount of space back here if you wanted to use this land or whatever have you. This is the cow pasture area here. Let's see if we can't pull up a trigger. It might. Oh, right there. Beautiful. So you can hold 10 cows in here. And by the way, this is just because I have the animal extension mod, or animal screen extended mod in place to help me be able to see how many cows you can put in. But yeah, that's pretty much the farmyard area here. We'll you have a repair trigger here. Up here we have, if you can get into any of these bees. I was like, what is that noise? Anyhow, nope, can't get into any of this stuff. A lot of good detail back here around here, but we're already onto a sell point, so we'll come back to that in a second. I want to go kind of try to keep this as organized as possible. So that's this first, if we're zooming a little bit better, we can actually get much better here. So we just looked around this section here. We're going to go up the road and take a look at this section here, and there's a, if I can get there, a farm style there. So we're going to go take a look at that section of land there with the horse pen, and then we'll take a look at the manure station and the barn. And from there, we will, where's the store at? Store's down here. We'll probably jump down to the store and grab a truck to drive around in. And then we'll kind of go from there, drive around, take a look at some of that stuff. So I head up the road here a little bit. on the left through here. I have another sleep trigger right there for you. And then we also have some storage areas here. With some of our equipment in it. Maybe not that one, I guess. But there is some of our equipment stored out here. Here we go. And here's your silo as well. And then, yeah, more equipment stored there. Plows in there. And we do have a horse pasture here, which, see if I can't find. There we go. Old 8 horses there, so that's pretty normal. Nothing crazy or odd about that. But if we go just across the way into here, that's going to take us up to this sell point. And then I'm assuming behind it around here is going to be that manure station. They put a tractor. I'll say that looks like that would drive around and be good to go. But there's another. Oh, maybe that was the manure station back there. That's what that was. This is your manure station right here, so you can purchase manure. And then around here is the other sell point that's right here. So here's the sell point right here. And this is the barn sell point. And again, that's the manure station. The barn is going to take silage, grass, hay, and straw, as well as this is going to be, go back over here, double check. That's clover, that's alfalfa. So that is going to be alfalfa, alfalfa hay. And if we go further down, we should have clover and clover hay. That's clover. Though it might be clover, I don't know. Anyhow, we have some various items on here. I'm not familiar with all of them, but yeah, that's clover right there. So there you have that. That's the barn. Now we are going to jump down. Since we took a look at this area, we are going to jump down to the shop real quick. Tractors do look like they should be driven around, I tell you. But yeah, so here we are down at the shop. We have a repair trigger right over here. Kind of cool how it's right. It's like you got to go in here and talk to them about it or whatever. Shop over here, and you also have another repair trigger here. Oh no, that's the ATM. That's my bad. ATM's there. The repair trigger's over here, and then here's the shop, which does appear to work. I'm just gonna buy a truck for us to drive around. And stuff that you buy, here's right here. Perfect. As far as a way out of this place goes, looks like we got a gate right there. It looks like that's the only way. You're not gonna get huge equipment in and out of here, but for the most part, you should be fine getting stuff in and out. As far as what we're gonna do now, let's take a look here. Doesn't really make sense to drive up and around that way. We might take a look at the fuel station, just drive up the road, head in here, take a look at these guys. And then from there, we'll probably head down. Well, that's a railway there. So I also want to see if we can jump into the train. Railway transport selling station east. There's no, we'll see if there's any silos other capacity. There's not, so there's probably not any railroad silos. Those are probably just all of our farm silos. So we'll take a look at that here in a second, but I think we got a pretty good, at least starting plan of how to get around. This swap tour will probably be 30 or 40 minutes just because of how much is going on it. But I really like the lighting on here. It looks nice, honestly. But here is the fuel point right here. Now we're going to turn around. We're going to head right back into town where we came from. So we can take a look at a lot of the sell points around there. Oh, geez. There's a crash. Not a Farmer Cop video without a crash. Got a crash. All right, we'll drive around this way. Again, the shop's just there on the right. Oh, geez. That's 2 pretty quick. So I was trying to look around and see. Geez, 3. Look around and see, make sure I'm getting to the sell points I need to get to. We might tackle some of these on foot just to be a little bit simpler because there's a lot of sell points in this area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get this guy just staged on the far side of town here so we can leave in it. There you go, that'll work. All right, we're going to head back this way. It's kind of hard to see on this mini map since it's such a large map, but right here, or no, geez. There. Right here, we do have a sell point. This sell point, if we go into the menu here, we're going to zoom in where we're at. We are at the shop. So the shop is going to take eggs, and that is everything. And then just back here, we have another sell point. Right here. Here we are at, let's see here, the spinnery, which is, I'm going to assume, take wool and cotton. They are going to take wool, and they are going to take cotton. Both those prices look decent, too, actually. That close? Nope. Okay. Anyhow, worth a shot, I suppose. We're going to run through traffic, and we're going to head past this, I believe, or just down into here. Our sell point down here. Right here. See the hazard boxes there? Jeez. Go where we're at. We are at the manure sales station. Where is that going to be at? Here we go. Manure sales station. They're not taking wheat. Strange. They take manure. Just manure, and that's a pretty low price for manure. But, I mean, it's probably a fair price, but I guess I'm used to playing on maps that have a little bit higher prices for various things. I want to just head out. Is there like a road here? Get in and out of these sell points here. There's a sell point here. There's another one just over here. So let's take a look at these two. So if we go to the map here, let's take a look here. The selling station, potato sales station and selling station south. So the potato selling station is going to take carrots, onions, as well as, I'm assuming, potatoes. Yep, potatoes. Okay. And we're also at the south selling station, or selling station south. North. There's north and south. That's where we're at here. Where's this one at? Right up there. Okay. Anyhow. Probably untag that. Selling station south is going to take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, and corn, which are just your basic crop types. And that, oh, they also take rye and triticale, which makes sense. Okay, fantastic. Now, how do we get in and out of this sell point? There is, it looks like maybe a gate back here. This is an exit, it looks like. We follow the exit out. This takes us out to this roadway here. So then I bet you there's another way out the other side. So we drive in through, excuse me, in through here. This looks like a road out. Looks like, oh, that's the edge of the map right there. I was like, why can't I keep going? So that's not a road out. This looks like a road out right here. And this takes us back up. Oh, just past the shop. All right, so use the shop entrance there. That is all coming together now. Oh, because my truck's in the way. I was like, a bit of a traffic jam here. And we should have this bad boy right here, which is the farm silo for this farm area right here. So, little farm section here. You got some storage areas. You can go inside of them. And we have our storage section here. Those are drive-through ones there. But yeah, another farm area for you. You could place a sleep trigger right down there if you wanted to. These guys open up. So, yeah, nice little farm area. Leads out to kind of this grass area, which comes with. But I love the grass texture on there. I really like that. All right, from here, we should probably just go up and then, gosh, we might head in. And then up and around, out and down-ish, something like that. Yeah, I think that something to that effect is what we're about to do. Let me get another cup of coffee here. I do apologize for all these map tours coming out so late. I just am trying to catch up now that I got back from vacation. It looks like a detour almost, but we'll just keep driving. Yep, just got back from going to visit family for Christmas, and I thought I was going to have some time to record there and get at least the map tours done, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to, and I missed my turn talking about it. We'll head down this way. But, yeah, anywho, knocking out signs. Lots of crashes in this video. I'm really getting back into it here. Okay, so here we are. Is that gate going to open automatically? It does. Way station there. Sell point there. And that is a lime station right here. I'm correct. Yep. Lime station. That was selling. That was railway transport. We just went by, and there's like railway transport, lime station, selling station east. Okay, there we go. Selling station east is going to be just over there, I believe. Yep, right there. Selling station east. So if we go into the menu here, selling station east is going to take triticale and rye, as well as, I believe, just your base crops here. Yes, just your base crops. And then they also have, here we have railway transport, which is going to take potatoes, sugar beets, and sugar cane, as well as potatoes and onions, or carrots and onions, excuse me. They do take potatoes, but that's not what I was trying to say. We'll head out the other side here. This is a separate entrance, and we'll head up this portion of the map here. And I will do a flyover at the very end to kind of help clear up some of the ways around places. Because sometimes it's hard to navigate these maps down here. Like, look at the detail on that, though. But once you get above it, kind of an aerial view, at least that's how my mind works. I'm able to kind of understand it a little bit better. When I'm responding to calls at work, that's what I do. I kind of picture an aerial view of the map, and that helps me kind of navigate through the city a little bit better. But animal dealer's just in there. Some frozen cows. And we have a sell point up here on the right. Here's another sell point right here. I believe this is the dairy station. Looks suspiciously dairy-esque. So just to keep you guys updated, we looked around here. We teleported to here. Drove out to the fuel station. Drove back in. Looked around at this stuff. And then what we did is we headed out this way, up to here, down to here, took a look at this stuff, and now we're out to here and up here, and we passed the animal dealer, and now we are at the dairy station. The dairy station is going to take milk and eggs. Milk and eggs. So there you have it. And we're coming up on the sheep farm up here on the left. We will go ahead and hop out and take a look at that. So right here we have the sheep farm. Again, you could place a sleep trigger here if you wanted to. A little nice little house for you to put one by. This opens up. Opens up. Come out this way. Sheep right here. And you can put 80 sheep in there, so you get a good sized sheep farm going. Going. And then you have a grass field right here. So if you wanted to grab some grass for your sheep, it'd be pretty easy right here if you bought this plot of land. Alright, we're just going to head up and take a look at this fuel point, and then we'll hop into the map and see where we should go next from there. That is part of the fun challenges of doing map tours. It's not really that challenging, honestly, but it is kind of fun to try to plan a good route to get around the map. But we do have a fuel point right here, and while we were pulled over getting some gas, so we went up through here. We'll head up, take a look at the BGA and the fertilizer station, head back down, and then I think from there we'll probably head down this way, across the railroad track, through the selling station, and out over to the sawmill, and we'll probably just fly over the water fill trigger. I think that'll be, that kind of route makes sense to get what we want to see. So, and then we'll fly it over. Again, we'll fly over everything at the very end. So, I need to kind of merge. This is probably the traffic jam that I stopped earlier. It definitely is. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, guys. I know you caught up to me, but I need to, oh, geez. I need to get in a head-on collision, and then I need to pass you all. Keep going. Actually, no, I don't even need to pass you all. I'm going right here, guys. Sorry. See you next time. With that sign. I know I can drive through it, but still. Gotten in a lot of collisions. Looks like a little Christmas tree farm, quite honestly, right there. But it's probably just a little tree growing area. And, of course, I crashed. Right. Ooh, this is kind of different. Hop out and look at this on foot. These are kind of some cool bunker cells. This is different right through here, like the little path. This is cool. I've never seen this at a BGA, at least one of the game ones here, so this is cool. Fertilizer point here, so you can buy fertilizer, and there's a way out to the end of the map that way, and also probably access to those fields if you wanted to use that as an access point. But as far as the BGA goes, you have your digester here, and where's your slurry out point? Your slurry out point, or your digestate out point, might just be right there. It honestly probably is. This is probably your out point right there. But anyhow, we're going to go into the menu here. We haven't bought the BGA yet, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that. Yes, and we'll take a look at what they're going to take. The BGA, going to take, potatoes and sugar beets at an interesting price. The 270 is not too unusual, but I've never seen like a 252 in a BGA price. Oh, those are interesting too. Never seen 791 for silage at a BGA. Then we have hay, straw, and grass in there, as well as manure, which that's a great price for manure. Don't sell it at the manure sales station. Save up to buy the BGA. Also slurry, and then they're also going to take your alfalfa hay, and nothing to do with clover they'll take care of. But yeah, fantastic. Okay, very cool. All right, we'll head back down out to the main road and take a look at what do we got. 2 more sell stations left, or sell stations or selling points, or however you want to put it. And then we'll do the flyover and wrap up this map tour. And then I think after this, I only have 3 more map tours to do to catch all the way up. So I've been doing one and then taking a break, so it's not been too bad really. But ooh, I wanted to go down that way, didn't I? I want to head down this way. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot at the end of the day, but we'll head down this way. Drive through this farmer's field. I'm sure he won't mind. And out this way. Yeah, there's some of the cool, that's probably alfalfa right there with the purple flowers, judging by that. But yeah, some of the cool textures on here are very nice. I do want to, oh geez, holy smokes. Yeah, some air on that one. I do want to see if there's a train that goes around or if we can cab to it. So actually, let's check that real quick. Let me go to my menu here. Cab to trains is on. Nope. So there is no train that you can tab to. There is a decorative one. Doesn't appear to be moving. That guy right there. But yeah. Anyhow, that's kind of nifty. Still nice to have the train track detail going through the map, I think. Even if you can't use it. I never really used the trains a whole lot either. It was probably something that I should have used because it would have made my life easier. But I never really used them a whole lot, to be honest. I think of the hours I spent on Ravenport not using a train. And on Felsbrunn has a train, doesn't it? I don't know if Felsbrunn does now or not. I just can't. It hasn't crossed my mind. But anyhow, right there is another selling point. We are at a selling station Sorth, not South. This is the Sorth one. This one's going to take rye and triticale, as well as all your basic crops, except for it doesn't take sunflowers for whatever reason. Oh, come on. Get that close to me, buddy. So, yeah, takes most of your crops there. All right, now our final sell point is going to be the lumber mill or the sawmill. So we'll head out to that. So this should take us right there. And that is going to be kind of useful because I bet some of you getting on here and playing are probably going to clear some of these trees out of your way. I still head this way? Where I go. I can just on this map here. Yep, this is where I want to go. Beautiful. Yep, it's coming into view. It's up there on the left. I see it in the distance. Oof, barely missed that tree. Well, a little bit hot in here. But yeah, sawmill selling point there, and wood chips in the back there. So sawmill is going to take your wood chips. Fantastic. Okay. One more thing I do want to take a look at. Actually, let's go into the menu here. Go over to this. We'll go ahead and just buy this field. That works. I do want to take a look, since I try to do this on every tour. I want to take a look at the landscaping texture. So we'll go out to field 76 here. This is our field. Here we go. Kind of a dirt texture. Pavement, the lighter pavement color. Another dirt texture there. Kind of the wood chippy looking texture. The grass, which I love that it has that nice grass to it. Ooh, that's a bush texture there. Some gravel. Ooh, those are cool. I like those paving stones. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. I wish that was on every map. I really do. Kind of that darker dirt, or maybe fertile dirt almost actually. Piles. Kind of a mountainous texture. Sandy. Back to the dirt, and that's our original one there. So fantastic. That's got some cool landscape textures to it. It really does. But we'll go ahead and do a flyover of this map real quick. So there's our weird painted area there. The outskirts of the map looks like it kind of keeps going, so I kind of like that look and feel to it. I really like this river feature going through it as well. That's very nice. Meadows through here where you can do some mowing and whatnot. We have our kind of starting farm-ish that you don't own right here. So that guy's down there. You can kind of see your way around a little bit more. Over there is that sell point that we last looked at, right? Yeah, this is the one we looked at just a little bit ago before we headed up to the sawmill. Head out this way. Got our fuel point down below us there. If we curve into the town here, which that stuff you can't access. I believe that's the edge of the town, right? Edge of the map. I guess you can keep flying if you want to, but yeah. So here's the town here. Look a little bit lower here. Here's the store kind of layout from above. Then here we have these sell points here, and you can see there's the store right there. So you just have to drive up. So it makes a lot more sense from above than it did otherwise. But yeah, you can get through to all those sell points driving in either of those entrances there. Spinnery there, also Spinnery has a back way out. Yeah, fantastic. Coming up here, a little detour construction area through here. A little bit of a radio tower, a TV tower or something there. Sell point through there. That also has the railway station, which has some Yeah, there's stationary cars in a couple spots. Um, Forestry type areas out here. Got your sheep pen out here and your animal dealer and another sell point. And then up over here we have the BGA, which I love that BGA layout. I really like that, quite honestly. But yeah, there you have it. That's pretty much the map. Quite honestly, here's the railroad going through the center of it, and that's all of it. Anyhow, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this map tour. If you guys did, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. And turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you all for coming and watching.